Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you're just catching the replay and that's totally fine. We are going to create with our little cow, y'all. We're going to use this guy tonight and a cutout and all that jazz. So when you pop on, say hey and comment the word herd, H-E-R-D, and I will send you the supply list. So first I'm going to start with my palette frame. So this is a 9x12 palette sign. I love these. I use them all the time. So I went ahead and I started sanding mine down to kind of get a little bit more worn and rustic. But it does come in like a solid white wood wash. Give me one second. I'm pulling up my comments. So I'm going to take my gator sander and I'm just going to continue to sand until we get the desired look. I was going to use like distressing ink, but I thought we might be able to get the look that we're wanting just by sanding. Hello. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like the keyword is working. Give me a second. Y'all, it's always something. It's always something. Let me pull up the thing. Oh, if I could spell herd correctly. Give me one second. Don't comment. Oh, there we go. Okay, now comment herd. Now comment herd and see if it works. Hello, thank you. All right, so let's sand this down and get it how we want it. I want this to be nice and rustic. So if you're in my VIP group, I posted a picture of a project someone else created. And I was like, okay, we have to make that. So that's what we're making tonight. We're going to kind of switch it up a little bit and kind of put my own spin on it. But that's kind of where we're starting. There we go. It looks like it's working now. All right. So I am just sanding this down. You can do it as much or as little as you want. I just want it to look really rustic. Yay, it worked. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Colleen. So I am going to wipe this down. Yeah, that's kind of the look I'm wanting. If you want to sand it more, you totally can. You don't have to. But once we wipe this down, we're going to put it to the side. And then we are going to mess with our cow. So super, super easy to sand. Alrighty, so this is the transfer we're using. You do have the solid background, so I could honestly take this. I wouldn't even necessarily need to cut out. I could take this and just chalk it on there all like in black and then do the white details on top or vice versa. But I am going to use a cutout. Chalk does have a chalkable shape, but I'm going to use a cutout tonight. Give me one second. Hi guys. Hello. How are y'all? So I'm going to paint my cow black first. And then I think this guy in white, I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. I kind of have a plan and I kind of don't. So let me pull out my black chalk paste. How is everybody doing? Hello, Paula. That's okay, Miss Ruthie. Thanks for popping on. How's everybody doing tonight? What is it? Tuesday? I keep thinking today, for some reason, is Wednesday. I think that's always like the game I'm playing with myself is, what day is it? I have no clue. I'm just going to use my black chalk paste. I just added a little bit of water. Use distilled water. My water is not distilled though. I need to get some, but it'll be okay. It will be okay. I'm doing good, worn out. Miss Debbie, you did a lot of crafting, didn't you? Is that why you're tired? I'm doing good. I am still working on orders. So I think I got another 20, 25 orders out today. And then I'll start working on all your orders from the sale that we had last night. The Power Hour sale that we had. And then I am starting to prep for our live sale on Monday. It's raining in Indiana. Ooh, it rained here yesterday like crazy. Well, not like crazy, but for like a good 3 hours it rained. But I could do another day of rain. I won't complain. Okay. So when you comment the word herd, H-E-R-D, my page will send you a message with a supply list for everything I'm using. You just have to go in there and kind of push buttons and kind of get all the info that you're looking for. People are always afraid to like press on the links or something like that. Click on the links, go check it out. You'll get all of the info that you need. Nothing that you are pressing is committing you to buying anything. So thank you for sprinkling, Miss Melinda. It's been raining here all day. Tried to fix storm paste and it's still bad. Yep, I've had that happen too. Yes, I had a power hour sale. So everything on the website was 30% off for like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. So, all right, let's paint the headband. I'm thinking, ooh, okay. So we do have the pieces for the headband. I'm going to do it in white, I believe. It was 90. No, this is not the work mat from Chalk. This is from, I got mine from Michael's, but you can get it on Amazon. All right, so we're going to take our white chalk paste and we're going to do the bow in white because we're going to chalk on top of this with either red or blue or maybe both. Thank you for sprinkling. Rained all day. My garden is flooded. Ooh, I guess that's better than like no rain, right? I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Hi, Darlene. How are you? Welcome on in. All right, let's dry this. And then we will do another coat. I always like to do 2 coats of white for the most part. Thank you for sprinkling. If you are new, let us know that you're new. Say hello. My name is Alex. Make sure you hit the heart button, you comment our keyword, and sprinkle the video for me. And then just make sure you hang out till the end, because we will do a giveaway at the end. And all you have to do is just comment and interact with me. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything else. Just comment and interact. And the more that you comment and interact with me, the more chances you have to win. Alrighty. So we're going to do all of this in white. There we go. Let's dry this. Hello. I have been with Chalk. It'll be 4 years in July. It will be 4 years in July, which is kind of crazy. So I started during COVID, and I honestly only joined to get the ink because I was trying to make my own silk screens and I was doing my own t-shirts, and I legitimately only joined to get the ink at a discount. And then I started using this stuff and I fell in love. I think so too. Hi, Christiana. All right, so my edges are a little messy, so I am going to take my Mr. Pin and I am going to clean up the edges. I'm trying my best. I always tell y'all this, but I'm always trying to remember to do this and not be, you know, lazy and not do it. Alrighty. So this is just going to clean up the edges, make it look a little bit nicer. Not so, you know, messy with the paint on the sides. Just a little tip. Done. Hi, Linda. Seeds may float. Oh, no. Okay, then that's not good. Oh, no, Miss Janice, I'm so sorry. I think there's some stuff going on with the FB. Because I know other people have had issues too. Hi, Kathy Tibbs. All right. I'm just on here just yapping away. I apologize. Let's go ahead. Let's do our cow. So this is the Herd That Transfer. It's a size C, and so it comes with all of these pieces. So you get all of this. Remember, Perks members can get it for 30% off. So keep that in mind. Thank you. Y'all, I just feel off for some reason today. I don't know what it is. Today's just been a busy day, a long day. I think I'm tired. I'm hungry. All the things, you know. I don't know. You have paint. I'll get it, Miss Donna. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised it's not on my face, Miss Donna. You know me. All right, so what I'm doing is I am just trimming the transfer. I'm not cutting the backer sheet because I want to keep everything intact, but you get all of this stuff that comes with the cow. So you get the solid cow, and this is kind of meant to be layered, but you get a bow tie, you get a headband, you get the words heard that, and you get like little paint strokes, I guess, to put on the background. We're not going to use everything tonight, but that is there. Hi, Francis. I store my stencils in a tool chest right here, the majority of them. I'm still working on organizing my, okay, I need to go down a little bit more. Like my ones that are retired. It changes, y'all. I'm still trying to figure out a good way to store everything. All right, lay this down. Here we go. So I'm only going to use the one with the detail because we painted our cutout, right? I'm going to put this here. Let's wax our surface. We had paste everywhere today. Glass mat. Yes, the glass mat is awesome. I love this thing. So I originally got mine at Michael's, but I also found it on Amazon. So if you're an Amazon lover and you don't want to get in the car and go to Michael's, it is in my Amazon store, which if you could just comment the word heard, go to the very bottom and where it says Amazon favorites, it's linked in there for you. Hi, Kathy. Miss Kathy, I shipped out, or I packaged up and put a shipping label on your order this afternoon. All right. So we waxed it. Now we're going to fuzz it. I don't know. I just feel off today. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, y'all. I apologize. We're going to fuzz. So fuzz is just going to pick up a little bit of lint on the back, making it a little less sticky. Because if it sticks too well, it can pull up your paint and you don't want that. Okay. We're going to do all of this in white. So I'm just going to lay this down, get it right where I want it. Now chalk does have a chalkable shape for the cow. So if you want that, that is also linked in the second link for you where all the chalk supplies are. And the cool thing about the chalk shapes is that it's a chalkboard. So if you mess it up, you can just take it off and redo it. I hear you. Also, me also. Rainy and gloomy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is, y'all. It's just one of those days, I guess. All right. Here we go. I'm just going to do the whole cow in white. But we're going to make a little patriotic cow. So we're going to add a bow. And I think we're going to do red and blue. So like I was saying, I had posted that picture in my VIP group. And I thought, let's make that. I want to make that. So that's what we're doing. The neat thing is when you become a Perks member, you can also join the Chocator Design Studio. And there are tons of people who post, myself included, who post finished pictures of their crafts for inspiration. So I'm always in there looking around and seeing what ideas I can come up with or what I can get inspired by. So if you are a Perks member and you're not in that group, just send me a message and I'm happy to send it to you. Hi, Victoria. All right, we're going to wiggle this up. Ooh, look at our little cow. She's so cute. Come on. I'm trying not to get my fingers in the paste. There she is. Now, we could have done it opposite, too. We could have done, like, painted it white and done the black on top, which I think that's probably what it's supposed to be, but it's fine. All right, let's clean up our transfer. So I'm going to spray a little bit of water, and then I'm going to scrub the front, scrub the back, and then we're going to put it right back on top of our transfer or backer sheet. Okay? So clean all this up, get all that paste off, clean it out. That way you can use it again. Now, use paper towels. I'm going to use a fuzz cloth that I've already dirtied. I need to wash it. I'm aware that it's dirty, so no one needs to make a comment. And I'm just going to wipe up all that extra water and clean it up. So, all right, that is pulled off, or that's cleaned off. We're gonna put this right back on its backer. Line it up like so. Thanks, y'all. I think it's cute. What color? Would you do a brown cow? Would brown look weird? What do y'all think? All right. I'm trying my best to line this up, but I'm not having good luck. Probably because it's falling off. There we go. I haven't used it yet, Miss Donna, but I'm kind of obsessed with this thing, with this cow. All right. Back on our backer. So now we're going to pull out the bow. We're going to fuzz. Good evening, Miss Sharon. How are you? We're going to fuzz this, and we're going to use blue and a red. So here's what I'm thinking. Let me talk you kind of through, what I'm thinking of doing, okay? So we are going to add a bow to this. So here's the ribbon that I chose. So we've got some Stars and Stripes burlap. We've got some 1-inch stripes and stars. And then we have some pom-pom ribbon. So this is kind of the blue that I'm going to use. So should we use Cadet or Retro? What do y'all think? Cadet or Retro? How now, brown cow? Yes. Brown would look good too. Yeah, I think so too. What color blue should we use? I was thinking Cadet, just because it kind of goes with the ribbon, but I'm down to do whatever, y'all. All right, let's wax our bow. Cadet, Cadet. Okay, see, we're on the same page. We are on the same page tonight. All right, a little bit of wax. So wax is going to give you a protective layer on your paint. That way it doesn't pull up, the transfer doesn't pull up the paint. Cadet, Cadet. Okay, I think we're all in agreement. Agreement. We're going to do Cadet. So here's what I'm thinking, or what I was thinking. Okay, I'm going to talk y'all through this idea, and y'all may be like, that is not a great idea. Just because my inspo picture did do that as well. She used a different blue, but I'm going to use Cadet. So I was thinking Candy Apple and Cadet. So I was thinking, like, hold on, let me explain. So like from here to here would be Cadet, and then from here down here would be red. And then I'd obviously just pick the knot to be one of the colors. So like we'd have a two-tone bow. Do we like that idea? Do we not? My friend's granddaughter told me brown cows is how we, that's funny. All right, we're going to see how this works, y'all. We're going to try it. We are going to try it. So we're going to use Cadet and Candy Apple and a little mini squeegee. Red bow and blue band. So you're saying, I see what you're saying. Red bow, blue band. I'm thinking this. Hold on, y'all. Red bow, blue band. I'm getting it. I'm thinking through like how to chalk it on there. That's what I'm doing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a multi-tool. So let me show y'all. So the bow doesn't have like, the headband doesn't have like distinct like lines to where it cuts off where the bow is to the band. So we're going to kind of have to make our own line, which is totally doable. You're just going to use the lines on there that's already there as a guide. Okay. You like my idea? Well, heck. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll do red and then blue. And I'm going to make the center part red, okay? So here we go. This would probably work with a mini squeegee, but I want to have as much control over my paste as possible when I am breaking up the line, okay? You'll see what I mean here in a second. So I'm going to follow this line that's right here. And I'm going to try my best not to get my colors mixed. I'm not the best at that. Sometimes, y'all, I get it mixed and it's okay. All right. I'm going to do the whole middle red, which I'm thinking I could have done like half and half, like red and blue, but it is what it is at this point. Okay. I'm going to go in, and this is where your multi-tool is good because you have more control over the paste and you can do distinct lines. I personally really like the multi-tool. If you don't have it, you need it. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna paste and pull just for time. So I'm gonna lift it up. There's what we have. Lay it back down. I'm gonna lift it up over here. I'm gonna lay it back down. I just care about releasing that paste that's in the silk screen, okay? Because if I don't do that and the paste dries in there, when I go to pull it up, it's gonna pull up the color with it. Okay, so we use candy apple there. Thanks. We're gonna see how this goes. This is not my original idea, so I'm not taking ownership for it. Like I said earlier, I was inspired by another crafter, another designer who posted her picture in the design studio where designers and Perks members can get inspiration. And I thought, let's make that. I want to make that. So that's what we're doing. Okay, there's that side. Let's do this side right here. And then we are almost done, y'all. I promise. We're going to add stars to the background and a bow. And this is going to be the cutest little patriotic cow you've ever seen. Okay. Get off all my extra. Looks good. Let's lift it up. Ooh, y'all, that's cute. Look at that. I love that. I actually really, really like that. Now, you could do the headband part of it in blue and then the bow part in red. Ooh, that's a good idea, Marcy. I like that idea too. And that transfers on sale. If you didn't know that, that transfer is currently on sale, which I love. Okay, let's clean this. We'll put this back on its backer sheet, and then we will do the stars, and then we'll just glue everything together. So, hit that heart button for me. Comment the word HERD, H-E-R-D, and that will get you the supply list. All right, y'all, so I have a question for you. I'm prepping for my live cutout sale on Monday, and I'm toying with the idea of trying to paint some of the pieces ahead of time to kind of give you an idea of what they could look like the finished piece. Because some of y'all have always asked me, like, what do you do for that? What did you do for this? So I'm wondering, would you like to see some of the cutouts, instead of them being blank, like pre-made or like finished, so you can kind of get an idea of how it might come out? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, y'all. All right, let's dry. Now, I probably won't be able to do all of them just because I just thought of this yesterday. So I'm going to do as many as I can while also trying to get orders done. So, hi, Sandy. Okay, y'all are down with that idea. All right, I will do my absolute best to get as many done as I can, but I can't promise they'll all be done. I know, Renee, I know. I understand. And like when I'm pulling the files, typically I can see it when they're done. So I have a vision of it, but y'all don't. And a lot of times those designers of who I buy the files from don't let you post their finished picture because that's their work, which I totally understand. If I was able to like just post finished pictures of all of them, I would do that. But it's on Monday, Diane. It's on Monday. Let me grab Let me grab the event link for you. I always have trouble with the event link, y'all. For some reason, it works for some, and for some reason, it doesn't work for some. I don't know. All right, let me get the link. Share, copy link. Oh, Boone says hello. Do y'all hear him? All right. I just dropped a link in the comments to the event. Let me know if that link works, but make sure you click going. That way you get notified when the live starts. Okay, let's see. That's so cute. All right, let's do the background. So I'm gonna set these to the side over here. We're gonna pull out our palette sign. So if you are just joining us, we started with our palette sign. This comes in a whitewash. We did sand it down quite a bit to kind of get this more rustic, worn look. Okay, so it worked. That link worked for y'all. Lord help me. Because most of the time when I post that link, it never works. It always gives people like an error message. All right, so we're gonna pull out our patriotic patterns. So this one has like solid stars and stripes, and then this one has like a more like weathered look for stars and stripes. I'm trying to decide. Let's just do, it worked. Yay, okay. That makes me happy. I'm glad it worked, y'all. We're gonna go with like the rustic worn pattern of stars. And we're gonna do these actually in nominee. Okay. If you don't have this transfer, you need it because it's amazing. I love this transfer. Hi, Shelly. How are you? It's not working for you. Oh, no. Hello, Sandy Smith. How are you? Hello, Michelle Pryor. Hello, all my friends. How is everybody doing? We're going to fuzz. We're going to add these stars to the back. And we're going to do a nominee. But we are going to have to move this transfer around a little bit to kind of get it how we want it. So I'm trying to put the stars to where I don't have to like pick it up, move it to the right, then pick it up, move it down, pick it up and move it down and over to the right. I'm just trying to center them so it doesn't look weird. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Link is working. Hi, Linda. All right. Let's just go with that. So we're going to use the color Nominee. This is a metallic gold. It is like one of my most favorite colors. Bambi, send me a message and I can see if I can send you like a personal link, and let's see if that works. But we're talking about our live cutout sale that is happening on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be doing some giveaways during the live, so you do want to be on while we are live. But if you're not able to be on, the replay is available that you can shop from. So, and I'm working on trying to get finished pictures or products for y'all to show y'all what they can turn out to be. I don't know how that'll work. I won't be able to do all of them, but that's kind of what we're talking about over here. All right, so I'm putting my Nominee on. I'm going to go through, pick up all the extra paste that is sitting on top. Y'all, I love Nominee because it just glides so smoothly onto the transfers. All right, let's peel this up. Ooh, and I did not fuzz that well enough. So if your transfer is sticking really well, you don't want to take a corner and peel it up because that's going to make it curl. So you want to work your way to the middle and pull from the middle, or pull evenly from the two sides. I'm going to pull from the middle. Okay. And there's what we have so far. Okay. We're going to clean. No, we're not. We're not going to clean. I take that back. Let's dry this as quickly as we can, and then we will do the rest of it. Hi, Mary Jo. Oh, heck, y'all. Grr. Hold on. I forgot to turn on my hot glue gun. And my battery's dead. What a surprise. Okay. There we go. Let's dry. So I want to make sure that these stars right here are nice and dry because I am going to put this down. And if it's wet, it's going to smear it, and we don't want that. Now remember, I am using the stars that are distressed. So that's why some of the stars don't look like solid. I'm using the distressed stars, but you can use whichever stars you want for this project. Okay, we're going to push down. All right, we're going to go in with our nominee. Like so. Get this covered. We'll clean this while our hot glue gun is warming up, and then y'all, it's going to be time to put all of this together. So hit that heart button for me. Share the video. And comment HERD. H-E-R-D. I know, Michelle. I know. We need more metallics because they're like chef's kiss amazing. I stinking love them. All right. We're going to set that to the side. Let's clean our transfer really quickly and put this up. Okay. And Nominee cleans very easily. Some of our paste like really like gunk on to the transfer, like black and white, but Nominee does not. It is very easy to clean off of your transfers. Now let me show y'all something. Do y'all see where there's that white that is on the back of the transfer? That is actually white paint from the board. So maybe wax a little bit so that doesn't happen. Luckily I wanted mine to be a little bit distressed looking, so that's not a big deal. So I suggest to wax that board before putting your transfer on, or just fuzz extremely well. Because remember, mine was, I didn't fuzz as much as I should have, which is my fault. Okay. And it's nice and clean. Clean the front. Let's put this back on its backer sheet. And let's dry. I know, if you don't have this pattern, you need it. Oh, and I need to tell y'all, I need to show y'all a transfer that's low quantity, or at least it was last night. And it's a Father's Day one. Let me show you this really quickly while I'm thinking about it. So if you are looking for a Father's Day gift for somebody, a dad in your life who is a golfer, this Best Dad by Par transfer is low. And it probably, I would kind of doubt it would come back before Father's Day. Or it's Best Dad by Par, sorry. Best Dad by Par. Go grab that transfer because it is low quantity. I don't know if it's still available or not, but go grab that if you like that transfer. All right, let's dry. Whew. We're almost there, y'all. We are almost there. We're going to glue everything, and then we're going to make our bow, and then we're going to pick our winner. So make sure you hit the heart button. Make sure you're commenting, because I do pick someone from the comments to win a mystery cutout. It's just my small way of saying thank you for watching and hanging out. But you obviously have to be interacting and commenting on the live in order to win. If you're a silent watcher, you won't get entered. You have to comment. All right. Let's close this. I'm trying to clean as I go instead of waiting till the end to, you know, a huge mess. It is coming together. I agree. It is coming together. Okay, it's still a little wet. You're eating ice cream. Yum! Looks really good. I love all my shimmers. They do last forever. I want all the colors. I thought I ordered this transfer, but I didn't. Ooh, Miss Colleen. Thanks, Francis. I appreciate that. Thank you, Monica. Like I said, This is an inspiration project. I cannot take ownership that this was my idea because it was not. Oh, look how cute. I know. I'm sorry, Miss Janice. I don't know what's going on. Now, y'all, I kind of wish that my cow was white. I wish I would have done it opposite. Painted the cow white and then done the Alex, and then done the details black. It's fine. Oh, thank you, Miss Janice. It's fine. We're gonna go with it, and it's gonna be a-okay. All right, so we're gonna have that there. Okay, now yours, you can get a bow tie with it instead of the bow. It does come with the wording, heard that, but I'm not going to use that tonight. I can't do that. Because the white is going to take a lot of coats to cover up that black. So, well, get a few. I think it's fine. We're just going to go with it. We're not going to be, you know, picky. I don't know. I was going to try to think of a name, but. All right. So we have some ribbon that I am going to use. So let's open up this bad boy. So I got this off of Amazon. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's freezing on you. So I like this because it comes with 2 1 inch. Yeah, right? 1 or 1.5 inch ribbons. We're going to pair it with this one. And then we're going to add some pom-pom ribbon, okay? But we're just going to do a messy bow. So I want to say I got this ribbon from Michael's, I believe. You like it just the way that it is, yeah. I wish I would have kept my cow white, but it's okay. We're not going to pout about it. We are going to love our project, Alex. We're going to love it, and it's going to be okay. Okay. I don't quite know how I want my bow to be quite yet, so we're just going to cut a couple of strips, but we're making a messy bow. It's from Amazon. These are from Amazon. This is linked in my... These are linked in my Amazon storefront. If you look under ribbon, I think it's ribbon, they'll be there. I went through and added a bunch of Patriotic ribbon that I bought very recently. So, okay, lay this down here. We're going to just do 2 strips of each. Yeah, the burlap ribbon is nice. I want to say that came from Michael's. I really think that's where it came from. All right. Some red stripes. And let's dovetail all of these. And we're just going to make a little messy bow. I'm trying not to like just drop my scissors on the glass mat because it is so loud. Okay. Or should we do, okay, hold on. I just thought of something. I'm going to see what y'all think. Let me do this step first before I get ahead of myself. You like making messy bows? Messy bows are super easy. You like the stars on the, or you like the burlap stars. Yeah. What I really, oh, I did have some. I was going to say what I really wanted was some pom-pom ribbon, but I do have white pom-pom ribbon that we're going to use. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Messy bow. Y'all don't go anywhere. We could do, I think I made this too short, y'all. We could do a messy bow. Let's see what y'all think. Okay. Can't squish it. How do you determine the length of your ribbon? Colleen, I just guesstimate. I just guess. So we could do a messy bow, or we could do a pinwheel bow. Hi, Natalie. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Tea are less than 3 miles from me. Miss Debbie, I feel you, because I used to live like 5 minutes from a Hobby Lobby, and it was dangerous. Or we could do a pinwheel bow, and then sprinkle in some of the pom-pom ribbon. Let's see. And maybe we just do like this. Just bear with me. Okay, I think I'm gonna do okay. Well, I've got ideas. All right, let's throw in some of this wired pom-pom ribbon. All right, we got some big old one right here. Yeah, I'm gonna do the pinwheel bow on this one, but I don't think I'm gonna add double of these. Now this might be too big. Where's the ending? Literally right there in my hands. No, that'll work. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 strips of red pom-pom. This is from Amazon. This, I have no clue where I got it. Okay. I'm going to show you. I have an example. Where is it? Where is it? So I have this one that I made, and it kind of just goes all in one. It's like a circle bow that I made for a video, but I don't know how this is going to work with this being so little, but we're going to try. Okay, so here's what I do. Get your ribbon prepped. Mine might be a little too small, but that's okay. You're going to pinch from the middle, and then you're going to layer. So pinch. Now, instead of going on top like this, you're going to stack it from on the side. So like where it's sitting on top of that burlap bow, right? So I'm going to do the same thing with my stripes. Sitting on top of the stars. And then I'm going to add this one. Now this is where I might, no, hold on. I'm thinking. I forgot. I'm going to do pom-pom, red pom-pom, stars, white pom-pom. Give me a second. Stripes, white pom-pom. And then we're going to do this. And then the red, hold on, red here. I might have too much pom-pom ribbon. Okay, lay that back out. Okay. There's a method to my madness. Okay, leave that in the middle. Tie it with jute, string, zip tie, whatever you want. Okay, that's not centered. Of course it's not. I always struggle with tying centered on my bows. Does that look centered? That looks, it's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna tie this down. And then we're gonna cut off our excess jute, and then we fluff. Okay, so the point of it is to kind of make it look like a pinwheel, to where it's just a circular bow, but you're gonna have to sit here and play with the ribbon until you get it how you want it. Now you could add as many strips of ribbon as you wanted. I've done up to 6 before, and it's turned out cute, but I'm trying to make it to where the stars and the stripe ribbon are seen more than the burlap. just because I have more of the burlap than I do of the stars and stripes. I don't think that looks that bad. Yay me. If y'all are new around here, bows can be difficult for me. So I love when a bow works out. I think that's pretty fantabulous. All right, there's that one. Where's the other? Making sure my pom-pom ribbon is showing. It's a little long. All right. So just fluff it, keep fluffing until it kind of looks something like that. What do y'all think? Well, let's see what it looks like with our project. It's not hard to make. It really isn't, Miss Bambi. It's really very simple. You just have to kind of be patient in the fluffing process. When I did this one, I did 2 strips of each type of ribbon, and I found myself sitting here and fluffing it for longer than doing it with, what did I use? 4. Okay, so let's get this glued on here, and then let's see how this looks. All right, let's first see. There's our cute little cow. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. I love it. Okay, let's glue. I am going to use hot glue. Typically, I use stick fast glue, but because this is not going to go outside or I'm not going to hang it somewhere, it's just going to stand. I'm just going to use hot glue. But any glue you choose will work for this. If this goes outside, I would suggest using something other than hot glue. I make these types of bows. I also add small pieces of ribbons that are cut off. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea, Melinda. Bambi, I feel you. I get frustrated when it's time to fluff the bow because I can see it in my head, but I can't just get this how I want it. I also think adding some like raffia to this, ooh, that would have been really cute. Adding some raffia to this bow would have been like even cuter. So, all right, let's glue the headband on. Okay. And I'm just going to put the glue right on the cow instead of on the headband. Hold this down. Hi, Dolores. How are you? All right, let me catch up on comments. Thanks, y'all. I think the bow turned out pretty good. Me too, Michelle. I'm not the best at bow making. Stick fast glue. So I use stick fast in the thick version. There's a thick and thin, and I use the thick version. All right, so let me keep fluffing this. There's our cute little bow. So my question is, let's hold it up. Centered or off to the side? Thanks, Betsy. Yay, Dolores, I cannot wait to see it. So in the center or off to the side? What do y'all think? I'm kind of thinking off to the side. But I am like low-key obsessed with this ribbon duo. Like, love that. Yeah, just don't stick. This gets very, your fingers will get really sticky. I'm just saying. Off to the side. Okay. Looks like off to the side is the winner. Okay. Put a little bit of glue down. Hold this down. And we are done. So if you like tonight's project, comment the word herd. H-E-R-D. Yeah, I agree. H-E-R-D. I'll send you the supply list. Most of my ribbon came from Amazon. All of that. So comment the word herd. The supply list is there. It'll get sent to your messenger. If you don't see it, make sure you check your message request. What is happening? There we go. I wanted it to be more this way. But use wired ribbon too. That's another like key thing, is to use wired ribbon. Oh, look how cute that is. Y'all, that's a precious, precious little cow. What do y'all think? Yes, the pom. Oh, and a little tip, get wired pom-pom ribbon. When it's not wired, it just kind of flops around and doesn't go exactly where you want it to. So get wired pom-pom ribbon. What do y'all think? Thank you. I think she's pretty adorable. How many strands of ribbon? I used 4. I used 4. All right, let's pick a winner from the comments. So let me refresh this. I'm actually very happy with how this turned out. I do wish my cow was white. The base was white instead of black, but you know what? We're going to go with it. It's going to be fine. That's the only thing that I would change about this, is painting that white instead of black. All right, let's pick from the comments. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So like I was saying, perks members, you can get 30% off of everything for the most part that I used. Perks member is just like a VIP program kind of thing. Let me get comments. Here we go. It's $20 a month. You get the $20 back in product credit each month, and then you get 30% off of everything. All right, here we go. What the heck? And before we announce our winner, make sure you comment !notify. Ignore my writing right here, but make sure you comment !notify all together, one word. That will get you signed up for live notifications. Okay, here we go. Miss Janice Handyside. Janice, are you here? Miss Janice, are you here? And y'all, I think what I'm going to start doing for my finished pieces, boom, I'm talking. What I'm going to do for my finished pieces on Fridays, I'm going to have like Finish Good Friday, where I'm going to post like, I don't know, anywhere from like 5 to 15 finished projects right here on my page to sell. So be on the lookout for that this week. We're going to see how that goes. It may not go great, but I've got to get rid of some of these finished pieces, and they're going to be like at a bargain. So, all right, is she here? Sorry, I had to refresh my comments. Come on. There she is. Okay, I see her. Miss Janice, if you'll do me a huge favor saying, hey, I won, send me a message saying, like, hey, I won. I'll get you your form sent out to you. Just fill it out, and your giveaway will be sent out relatively soon. I'm getting myself caught up on the giveaways. They're always saying hi. You're right, Miss Dolores. But there is our project. I love this. I cut out on which part? On who won? Is that what cut out? I was just saying on Friday, I think I'm going to sell some of my finished pieces, like Finish Good Friday, and I'll sell anywhere from like 5 to 15 of my pieces for dirt cheap. I just need it to be gone. So make sure you are checking out. Thanks, Dawn. Make sure you're checking out my page on Friday morning, mid-morning, and I will get all of those posted for y'all. Because I've got a wardrobe box, not even kidding, a wardrobe box full of stuff, and stuff on my cart, stuff in my kitchen. It's got to go. So make sure you're checking out my page on Friday for that. Ooh, and go to my VIP group, because I'm having a little mini transfer sale over in there. So lots of stuff happening, but there it is, y'all. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.